Hi, what's up? Tim Sykes here, working with quite a view in the Serengeti National Park. I got the infinity pool, I got this laptop, I got my own personal router. I just got to inspire you. I just locked in close to $3,000 right from here, okay? Like, look at this. This is stupid. Let me just show you what this place looks like, just to inspire you. This is my bedroom, really nice, right? There were animals here. I probably should have been filming when the animals were here, but I was in the middle of a trade and I was focused. Outdoor bathtub, bathroom, shower, and then I'm actually here with my friends too. They're out on a safari right now. Unfortunately, sometimes I do have to stay back to work. It's not all fun and games. Like, I can have this view, but I'm also working from this view just to show you. And screenshot this. Like, I want you getting inspired. Once upon a time, I was just a kid growing up in small town Orange, Connecticut. I didn't have views of the freaking Serengeti National Park with my own infinity pool and my own router. I didn't have all this, right? I worked my butt off to get here. This is the second bedroom too. I gotta show you this. Some of my friends are staying here. We actually have this entire camp. I don't know if you can see, there's a net here, but there's other tents over there. And we've got, I think, 6 rooms booked? Like, it's stupid. It's stupid what you can do when you have internet, when you have knowledge, okay? This is a second bathtub. You tell me, leave a comment below, would you like to trade from this magical place? It's called One Nature, Mara River. They just opened a few months ago. In my view, they are the single best safari resort in the world. They have the best food, the best Wi-Fi, the best service, the best views, the best chairs. Literally, like every chair, I feel like a king. But I just want to go over these trades real quick. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was going to be playing it safe. I was like, should I film this video or should I trade more? And I was like, I gotta inspire you guys, because it's not enough just for me to be able to trade from here. Okay. You can see here on the week now, I got too many windows open. I don't know. Can you see this? Maybe it's backwards. I don't even know how this works. $8,000 on the week. Dip buying is the key right now. Dip buying, short squeeze plays. So already today, where does my trade start? Well, I mean, yesterday was a nice little $2,000 day too, but I've been trading. I mean, I'm filming this at 10:47 a.m. Eastern, which is, I'm like checking my phone for the time. I'm recording on my phone. It's like what, 5 p.m. here? Yeah, or maybe even 6 p.m. I don't know. I've lost track. It's a few hours ahead, but look at this. It would have been nice. There were zebras right here earlier. I guess I can insert this right here. You can see the zebras earlier. It doesn't have to all be live. But today, you know, we've got some nice morning spikers. Can you see this? I'll just do it. I'll record the screen because right now there's glare so you can see this. But I want you to see where I'm trading from. It's not enough just that I'm making, you know, $2-3 a day. It's the fact that you can do it from anywhere. And this is the beauty of trading. This is the beauty of the laptop lifestyle. Take screenshots, okay? Envision yourself in places like this. Make it happen. Because frankly, it can happen. I'm not special. My millionaire students are not special. Shout out to Jack Kellogg, who made nearly $200,000 last week alone. He's back on a hot streak. We're heading into November through May, which is historically the single best time of year. If you remember last year, you know, the big market spike started right in October and November. So I'm really excited for the next few months. I'm only here for a few days. I actually have to get back to go to Boston to meet up with Jack. Don't even get me started. This resort is open for a few more days. My friends are actually staying. Why can't I show the view? My friends are staying a little longer, but I got to get back a little early. Big things happening with Jack. I'll go over that in another video. I think that deserves its own video. But more importantly right now, dream big, study hard, get here too. Ignore all negative people, all toxic people, all self-doubt, all of your doubters, all of your haters. There's a lot of negativity out there. I get it. We live in a negative world sometimes, but not here. okay? I am so blessed to be able to live in pure positivity. This is pure positivity. I'm gonna go into this plunge pool because it's actually like 90 degrees out. And oh, there you can see more tents. So we have that tent too. This is JB. He's one of our friends who's a great videographer, and they're out filming somewhere. I don't know, but I'm gonna go in this plunge pool in a little bit. I'm gonna keep trading if I see some great trades, but already around $3 today, $2 yesterday. And I went out on a morning safari ride. This morning, you can see some videos of some of the beautiful animals that I've seen. So, you know, it's not like I'm, I know I'm gonna get comments like, oh, Tim, you should go out and enjoy. My life is a vacation, okay? I segment it. In the morning here, when the stock market is closed, I'm out doing game drives. I woke up at like 6 a.m., did a great game drive today. Just looking at this, we saw zebras, elephants, we didn't see any rhino. We saw a lion, we saw a leopard, we saw wildebeest, and we saw warthogs. It's beautiful. Let me just show you this. I know some of you just want stock charts, and I'll include that in this video too. But I also got to give you crazy visuals. This is insane. This is the peak for travelers. This is luxury life, adventure life, and you can trade from here. And the cool thing is, like, you can do this. Like, I wish you could understand how not special I am. I know everyone wants to make themselves look good. Like, oh, they're so good. Follow me, learn from me. I'm not that great. I think you should learn from me because I'm real in an industry full of frauds and fakes. But I'm not the best trader. Making $2 to $3 is basically what I've done per day on average for the past 20 plus years. Obviously, some days I lose two. I lose a third of the time. But not today, not in this environment, not with this view. Look at this. I'm inspired even as I'm giving this. I hope that I'm inspiring you. I'll post more video now of just what stocks I traded today so you can see. But leave a comment if you want to come and trade from a beautiful place like this. I think every single one of you should say yes. And don't just, say it to me. Say it to yourself. Say it to your friends. Say it to your family. Take screenshots of this. Go look up One Nature Mara River. You can click a link below. I'll link to the website. They're not paying me to say anything. They're just the best safari company I've ever been to. And I've been fortunate enough to travel on safari a few times now here in Africa. But look at this. Is this not freaking beautiful? I got to get back. Let me make a video lesson recapping my morning trades so you can understand that I am real. I missed the LRHC bounce. LRHC is bouncing. I freaking knew it. The things I do for you guys to inspire you. All right, so I'm doing the screen recording now just because there was so much glare and I want you to see every little thing. So I've been here, basically just 3 days so far, and I've made around $8 with that crazy view, taking lots of singles, not being perfect, but trading pretty good. One loss, not the end of the world. And I'm really happy with this. Oh, wait, did I not show? It's not $8. Hold on. So 21st through the 23rd. I'm wondering, I'm like looking at all my trades here. This was right when I got here and I overtraded a little bit on BIVI. But let me start with what's going on right now, and we'll get to some other plays in a little bit, because right now today, it's these earnings winners that are spiking the most. LRHC was fantastic earlier. It's fantastic now, from 50 cents up to $1.75. So many students nailed it. Whether you woke up early and you bought this breakout here right near the open. I actually missed it at the open. I just bought the dip and made like $6.75 on one dip buy. And then this one was a breakout. So it's better to buy breakouts in this market because there's just so many shorts. I've said this in the past few video lessons. My first trade on LRHC today was right here. And it was breaking out. It was already up a lot, and I get this question a lot, like, are you ever scared, you're chasing? Yeah, I am. I was buying it pretty much at this current price, it was up 180%. You can see the Wi-Fi isn't like perfect right here, but it was uptrending. And when you have a heavily shorted stock that's uptrending near its highs, you gotta buy the breakout, okay, or the attempted breakout. It obviously could always fail, but there was some strength here, and I sold it pretty nicely. I guess this doesn't show it. It was halted for a little bit, but I got this in the 130s, out in the 160s. It went all the way up to 172, but I don't care. Like, I know big traders say don't look at their profits, let the chart play out. Screw that. When you have a small account and you're trying to grow it so that, you can get above the PDT rule, there's a lot of reasons to want to grow a small account. But you can take, this was like a $10,000 position. Let me just show you the exact dollar amount so you can understand how good this is. 6,500 shares, $9,035, okay? And I made $1,300. I am ultra conservative and meticulous and trading like a sniper here. That's what I did with this LRHC, and it was beautiful. Second trade, not as beautiful. This was, I was in the chat room and I was saying, like, the lower the better. This was just a few minutes ago before I decided to show where I'm trading from. It was already breaking out here at 175 and it was down so much. And I actually thought about dip buying it right in here, 145, 140-ish, because, theoretically earnings winners are going to keep going. But very, very scary to buy a stock. Again, even now it's up 175%, but here it was up closer to 200%. And you got to be careful with these fades. Again, watch my last few video lessons. I'm more aggressive on the way up because that's when, you can get the squeezes. Shorts aren't scared here. Okay, shorts are adding to their position here. And when you have this, I was like, maybe it's going to bounce, maybe not. When in doubt, do not buy it. Okay, when in doubt, stay out, especially on these short squeeze stocks that are up 150, 200%. You just don't know how low it's going to go. But then it came down here. And again, I'm trying to guess where support is. It's not an exact science. Like, this dip right here was 139. So support held for a little bit, but the bounce was just so weak. Then you look, where's the next support going to be? And you can see here it had some support here at like 124. This minute it got down to like 123, but 124, 123-ish before it went to 175. Now it's actually back down to 123 and coming down. So I'm glad I'm out. But I'm buying it at this support. And this is what I like. If you ever do look to dip buy, you don't try to dip buy the first dip because that's like usually when over aggressive, undertrained dip buyers buy. And it's oftentimes a fake out, as this was. A lot of people who bought the dip in here 139, 145 and it kept fading, they got faked out and they created this panic to the next support. And that's when I look to enter. So I'm using 123, 124-ish as support. Really, I'm not risking that much because it's down 50 cents a share off of its highs already, and I'm buying it near support. And we already know that some of the over-aggressive dip buyers have gotten bagged, and so they're probably creating the panic. It did bounce up to 145, actually, but it was pretty choppy. Like, there's just not much bounce here. So, if you are confused about which patterns to go for, I really wouldn't even try bounce plays right now. I made it work because I really had patience and this was a good entry, but it really wasn't anything that great. But between, my first breakout buy and then my dip buy, that's $2,000. And then I also traded UPWK. And this is what's cool. Like, these are two earnings winners. They both had news, stocks to trade breaking news, alerted the news. And so again, very similar with UPWK, I'm buying the breakout. This was actually my first breakout buy before LRHC, but I wanted to go over LRHC. This one, again, the news is right here. You can see the news, okay? They're announcing organizational changes, and if you read the press release, they're basically saying earnings are good. It's spiking and it's uptrending. And this is what you want to see. You want to see these spikes that hold near the highs because then a lot of shorts look at this. If you look at this as like a long-term stock, like it's not a good stock. And almost every single spike is going to be sold off because it has like these bitter shareholders who have been in it for a while. But I don't care where it ends up today. I'm just trying to get this. And this is a beautiful morning spike. So I saw this one, bought it right near the open because it was just spiking quite nicely. I only got a partial fill. I actually wanted 3,000 shares. Sometimes, when a stock is spiking so fast, you're going to get a partial fill. It's not ideal, but, it's better than nothing. Some people will say, well, Tim, use market orders. No, I'm never going to use market orders. I want to control the price that I get in. Most of the time, you'd be okay trading a volatile liquid stock like this with market orders. But for me, I'm not going to risk it. I'm using a limit order. I got a partial fill, made nearly $1 a share. And I was just riding it on the way up. And, I didn't know that this was going to be the top. It's just $1 a share for me, like pretty much every single time is near maximum patience level for me. I just don't have patience past $1 a share. And again, I'm looking at my dollar profits. Okay. I'm not one of these big traders who plays the chart. I'm so focused on growing a small account and teaching you guys how to grow a small account too. So nearly $1 a share, made the $1,300. And then very similar with LRHC, I tried the dip buy. And, if you're in the chat room, long before I buy it, I'm like, potential dip buy, earnings winner, the lower the better. And I'm just looking to see how low it can go. With this one, I actually added a little bit because, let me just show you. It went up to what was the high? 1285. And then again, you have this little false bounce in here. This is the same kind of thing as LRHC. It dips and you have this false little bounce that sucks in dip buyers. And then you have a follow-up downtrend. And right here, it gets very bunchy at 12-ish. It actually bunched at 12-ish. It kind of like double bottomed. But why is there support here? Because I don't know if you can see, but let me zoom in. Right here, it tries to break 12 a few times. Right here, this candle at 9:30 a.m., it hits 1209 and comes down to 1185, back to 1207, up to 1212. And then you have this red candle here. And look at this volume on this red candle here at 934. I know it doesn't seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but this is when shorts are entering. And shorts are seeing this and they're like, I can't hold 12, big company, it's going to decrease. And that's what leads to this actually awesome spike in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. Okay? 9 minutes from this red candle in the 1190s all the way up to 1290-ish. 9 minutes to make $1 a share. And this is a short squeeze, okay? So when it comes down, where is the support going to be? I wasn't even tempted to dip buy it in here at 1225 or what did it get down to? 1215. Really wasn't that tempted because again, I don't want to buy that first attempted bounce. Same thing with LRHC, but that first failed bounce leads to this where the dip buyers are panicking. It very much moves in, all green or all red. These are shorts getting screwed and maybe some buyers too. And then these are longs getting screwed and maybe some short covering too. But the momentum clearly shifts. All green candles, all red candles. And then it gets a little bunchy in here, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Basically, it's hanging around 12. It's already down 85 cents a share off the highs. So it goes to reason that 12 is going to be support. So I got in at 1209. Probably should have gotten a little better entry, but I thought that I'd be okay. And then it did break 12. And I know some people were like, Tim, 12 should be support. It's not an exact science, guys. It's holding basically 12-ish. And then, I basically just got freaked out because I had kind of big size here. I don't usually take such big size. And it really just wasn't bouncing as fast as I wanted. It did get up to 1225. So I sold it in here a little too soon. It spiked literally right after I sold. Came back down to 12 and then back to 1245. But pretty much anywhere you bought at 12-ish, you'd profit. So that's my day so far. 2 earnings winners, 2 bigger wins. It's kind of interesting to see both wins, were on the way up. So I probably should have stopped there. Again, if I was just starting or if, you want to choose quality over quantity, I would focus on those initial breakouts because between these 2 trades, this is 2,500. And then on these 2 trades, it's another 1,000. So again, over 3,000 on the morning, but neither of these bounces really worked that well. What's LRHC? LRHC is actually down even more now. So, the short squeeze plays are the best. TVGN was also a nice morning spiker from 160. There's so many big percent gainers. CNSP, VRAX, ZPTA for the lower price one. DBVT was good. Pre-market UAVS is coming up. I mean, this is just a crazy market. So again, you saw where I'm trading from. It's pretty freaking cool to show that I can trade from these places and bank from these places. The market is hot, and I hope that you're capitalizing. So that's today's lesson. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like the view and if you like these trades.